Hello friend and welcome back once again to Strategic Mind Fight for Freedom. We're here in the British campaign. And well, I can't move through there. I now need to get in there within 4 turns. So let's start retreating a bit. It's a shame I cannot see that, but bam. Sweet. Because, I mean, obviously there's something there. Maybe I can at least reveal that there's a unit there through these means. Yes, I can. I should still attack that for a bit. Besides retreating. I don't need to necessarily kill it, but... Is there... There's nothing they get to attack, but they can get pretty close to that thing. Unfortunately... Let's see, so that's at 8. I don't think... No. I'm also not even sure what that is. I do know that they have a char here, or the char there, which is very likely going to move up. Not really sure what they're gonna do, but what I'm gonna, at least I'm gonna put this infantry as rear guard. And since they're not gonna push from this side, either way. Yeah, it's probably straight up just not a great idea to do that, but what I can do is go in here and then land at the airfield. With a bit of luck, I can now kill it there. And land that fighter in there too. So then at least I got the recon down. Yeah, they still have some tanks inside the city, but... eh. One of the things I'd like to do is actually bypass a lot of the stuff there. Oh, well. If they can't move out, I might just as well keep them in there. That's probably better. Get them to the road. This is a bit risky, but not so much if I put these there. Infantry. Kinda want to move there, but then 35 is my maximum, 20 income. Yeah, exactly. I do remember those guys being up to no good. Having these guys on Overwatch also helps with them not being able to see stuff like that. Okay. Let's just see how this is gonna go. Them attacking doesn't seem like super useful, but it does there. Do like that they're putting additional fighters there. This actually also ups my score, so that's good. So that's not so bad, I think.
General Alexander, the German aviation keeps harrying our positions. The Luftwaffe almost seems to be showing off before the Führer. And we can't do anything about it. We left most of our flak guns behind during the retreat.
The RAF will try to help, but they need to return back to Britain for refueling. That's when the Germans will rear their heads. I will tell our fighter pilots to focus their efforts on the enemy bombers. I believe if we deal enough damage, the Jerries should reconsider harassing us.
General Alexander, our boys from the RAF will keep the Luftwaffe busy to make your evacuation easier. From now on, our fighters will regularly raid the enemy positions near Dunkirk. The first squadron has already arrived.
I mean, I actually already killed quite a few airplanes and they come with this stuff now. That's fine, though. Although the amount of enemies that needed to be killed has gone up now. Still, that can be my first kill there. They already no longer have Overwatch. I have no clue whether those count or not, but or whether it counts if I do it, but we'll see. There are plenty of targets at that. Meanwhile, I should use you to kill this. For starters. I feel like they probably can't see that unit if it's that far out. They've a bit more here than I would like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I probably have to go in there. The overrun there is relatively easy, but killing a bunker flak is something entirely different. I feel like there will be other times when I'll be able to take care of the enemy air units. This is not the time for that. Now is the time to be moving towards this. Very good. Take some damage. Not necessarily the worst. I can attack these. Attack again. Move in the infantry. Kill them. Also secure Saint Omer pretty well. So we still have numerous outside positions. Actually, we still hold all of them. Germans not yet here to attack either. Interestingly. I do need to try and get all my firepower out there to get as close to this as possible while I can. So... like these guys can move like maybe here. But they shouldn't be able to enter those fields. Let's actually take a quick peek, because with fields... difficult to move through and offers no additional cover for your troops. I believe they would be safe there, but I do admit it's a little bit of a gamble. Shouldn't be able to shoot over those things. One, two, three, four, five. Well, we'll see how that goes. They really are my rear units. Of course, they'd be facing that char, but I do hope it counts if they take care of it too, because otherwise I'd be kind of pissed actually. but we'll see about that soon enough. Interesting. So they did attack that. They didn't really attack with a whole lot down there. Oh, wow. Still had a 5 strength tank there. Well, that's good for me. They're out of the way. This kinda sucks though. It does block them.
The Germans are about to get reinforcements. Prepare yourself.
Okay, so it did count. There are now 2 German units, air units defeated. It is empty there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It seems to me I might be able to get in there this turn, but I'll have to see. Yep.
We've recaptured the French Char B1s, General Alexander.
Splendid. Fall back now. Those thick heights should provide a nice cover.
That certainly is true. Still need to hold 2 units in my supposed line of defense. I have 80% in terms of enemies killed. I need to kill a lot more still. Seems like they already got their reinforcements down here. I know we have this French Char unit there. Right. Maybe I should focus on those units. I still have my 2 Hurricanes. Or my Hurricane and my Spitfire. That doesn't kill it, so I would... I have to start there. At least they are moving back. I'm actually contemplating just moving you back there. I'd much rather do this. Just soften them up. And then use these to kill that. It also puts me at 90% enemies killed. Now, in order to save them, could technically move in here. It's probably for the best because then I don't need to kill that tank. I could then focus on the recon. So I cannot do another attack on those. Is there anything that would help me? Not really. It's a pretty cheap way to potentially get rid of those guys, though. So that's not so bad. And that keeps this secure. Okay. Thanks. I feel like I kind of still need to go around, smack this tank for a bit, because it's causing some trouble. at which point I cannot do anything with all of these. Let's just move you back 1 hex. It also helps me in terms of enemies killed, so I actually quite like that movement. You in here. Strategic Mind is a game where an active defense doesn't necessarily get rewarded, but because the enemy just spawns so many additional units, it's a bit crazy at that sometimes, but let's see. So I think also back here I do want to have that defense for the moment. I haven't completely retreated yet. It'll be fine. Wow. That's an interesting ambush they got there. Alright. This char is obviously dead here. You can already see that. But the more units it withholds, the better, I suppose. There we go. Nothing? Wow. Alright. That was obviously gonna die. So they'll be taking their first objective. Just to be expected. They are putting a lot more units up in here, so I do wonder how that's looking to unfold there. I did use the smoke screen ability on them, so I had hoped they'd be a bit more resilient. Didn't exactly go like that, but I don't think that's falling this turn just yet. They're just retreating. I guess they might not have an airfield or something. That's why they retreat. Lots of enemy units being evacuated.
Most of the Belgians have laid down their weapons, General Alexander. I heard some units have decided to ignore the King's orders and keep fighting, but there are too few to make a difference.
General Alexander, thanks to you and our allies, we've managed to get most of our troops back to Britain.
Glad to hear that.
Sir Harold, Lord Gord has departed for Britain. You are now in command of all the remaining British and French forces at Dunkirk. Organize an orderly retreat and subsequent evacuation.
Understood, sir. We'll get on it at once.
General Alexander, Prime Minister Churchill on the line.
Greetings, Prime Minister. How can I be of service?
I hear you've been put in charge of our expeditionary force in France. Let me congratulate you, Sir Harold. You deserve it.
Thank you, sir. I won't let the country down.
I have no doubts. Then again, I didn't just contact you for some encouraging words. The situation in Europe is falling apart, and we must show solidarity with our allies. I've gone over the details with the French authorities. We shall be evacuating the Allied forces along with our own. Try to get our allies out of Dunkirk alive, as many of them as you can. We are all in this fight together.
Understood, Prime Minister. We weren't going to leave our allies behind either way. We'll save whoever we can.
Alright, fair enough. Am I now in control of all those forces? Yes, I am. So I don't have the hold objective anymore. I also have to check for any remaining British forces. It's a bit of a shame, actually, that I've gotten control of that now. Some of these forces, like this Matilda, well, I mean, it's good that it's night now, don't get me wrong. Yeah, okay, it's not that bad. Yeah, we got this. Alright. Now at 90% enemies killed, yeah. Alright, I'll be wrapping things up though. I want to thank you all for watching this one. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll probably be wrapping things up in the next episode. So take care. See you next time, and bye-bye.